Jai Shri Gurudev. Good morning to everyone, students. In this class, we are going to study the next concept is atomic number and atomic masses. Atomic number and atomic masses. Now take first one, atomic number. Atomic number. This atomic number is indicated by the symbol Z. Capital Z is the symbol used to indicate atomic number. Now the atomic number is defined as number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom of an element is called atomic number. Atomic number is defined as the number of protons present in nucleus of an atom of an element is called atomic number. Is called atomic number. So this is the definition of atomic number and it is indicated by the symbol Z. Now for example, take hydrogen. It has only one proton, hence the atomic number is 1. Okay, atomic number is indicated the number of protons present in an atom. Hydrogen has only one atomic number, it means only one proton. Then similarly, take helium, that is 2. Atomic number 2, there is 2 protons. Then similarly, lithium, atomic number is 3. It has 3 protons. And take carbon, atomic number is 6. There is 6 protons. And nitrogen, atomic number is 7. There is 7 protons, etc. So this is the examples. Now take similarly, after knowing atomic number, atomic mass. Atomic mass, or we also called as mass number. Atomic mass, or we also called as mass number. This is indicated by the symbol A. Mass number or atomic mass is indicated by the symbol A. It is defined as atomic mass is or mass number is defined as the number of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom of an element is called mass number or atomic mass. That is the number of protons and neutrons present in an atom of an element is called mass number. Is called mass number or atomic mass. This is the definition. That is A is equal to mathematically A is equal to what? Is the number of protons and neutrons. Protons is indicated what? Z, and neutrons is N. So protons is nothing but what? Atomic mass. That is Z plus N. Where A is nothing but what? Mass number. Z is number of protons and N is number of neutrons. Okay. This is the mass, atomic mass or mass number. Now example for mass number, take a proton, water, take carbon element, take carbon 6. Its atomic mass is 12. That is number of protons and neutrons. There is 6 protons and 6 neutrons. So atomic number is 2. Atomic mass is 12. Similarly, take nitrogen. Its atomic number is 7 and atomic mass is 14. Double. Some elements it may be double and some elements it may be varies either greater or less than that of the double of atomic number. Okay. So they take some other definitions. Next one, isotopes. Important for 1 mark. Isotopes is defined as atom having same atomic number but different mass number is called isotopes. Atom having atoms having same atomic number but differing in mass number. Mass number is called isotopes. So you know, iso means same. Iso means same. It means same atomic number but different mass number is called isotopes. Now example observe. Take chlorine. You know chlorine, its atomic number is 17 and the mass number is 35. And similarly, the chlorine exists another isotope, that is chlorine atomic number is 7 and mass number is 37. So it means the neutron number is different among these two. ಇವೆರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ 17 ಅನ್ನೋ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಮಾಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ 35 and 37 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ 35 37 ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಾನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Okay, therefore these are some examples. And also you can write, you should write two isotopes if they ask to write examples. Now similarly take carbon, its atomic number is 6 and mass number is 12, comma, and carbon atomic number is 6 and mass number is 13 also. There is one neutron extra here. And similarly the carbon which has atomic number is 6 and the mass number is 14. This is one more example. And the third example for this one, take hydrogen. Its atomic number is 1 and mass number is 1. And hydrogen atomic number is 1, mass number is 2. That is called deuterium. H2 means deuterium. And hydrogen atomic number is 1, mass number is 3. That is tritium. These are some example for isotopes. Then after knowing isotopes, take average atomic mass or average mass number. Average mass number or average atomic mass. So already we learned what is mean by atomic mass, and now we are going to study average atomic number. So average atomic number of an element is the average mass of all the isotopes of its, that is average atomic number average atomic mass of an element is the average atomic mass of all isotopes of its isotopes or all its isotopes of all its isotopes is called average atomic mass. So listen, average atomic mass is the average atomic mass of an element. Any element is the average atomic mass of all its isotopes. Now example. So take chlorine only. So take chlorine here. It has two isotopes, right? That is 17 and 35, and one more is chlorine 37. That is 70. These are the two isotopes of chlorine. Now, average atomic mass here for chlorine is the abundance of this chlorine 35 is 75%. This is the abundance, and this chlorine is chlorine 37 is the abundance 25%. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ chlorine 35 1735 ಅನ್ನೋದು 75% ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನೇಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, chlorine 1737 ಅನ್ನೋದು 25% ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 3:1 ರೇಷಿಯೋ. ಇದು 3% ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು 1% ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಭಾಗ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು 1 ಭಾಗ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಅವೈಲಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ chlorine 35 and 37. Therefore for chlorine 35 take 15 times 3 times, that is 35 plus 35 plus 35, 3 times antema. So chlorine 37 is only available is 1 time, that is 37. So after adding all these, how much you get? 1 5 5 5 3 5 plus 5 10 15 22 2. So here 3 3 3 12 12 plus 2 14. Okay, 142, right? 5 10 15 22 2 3 3 1 6 9 12 12 plus 142, right? So now what is the ratio? 1 2 3 4 times is there. So divide 4. It means sum of these numbers and number of these numbers. Many means how many times are there these numbers, that many times. That is 142 divided by 4. So you get 35.5. 35.5. So here the average atomic mass per, therefore the average atomic mass for chlorine is 35.5. Okay, 35.5 is the average atomic mass of chlorine. Okay, this is the determination of average atomic mass. Similarly, for take carbon, this is the carbon isotope C12, and these are very negligible percent exist. Therefore, totally for carbon you get average atomic mass is 12.01. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಗೆ 12.01 ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅವರೇಜ್ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಯಾಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ 612, that is carbon 612 isotope is only the high available or abundant element, then the isotope of carbon 39 carbon 14, like that. So this is the determination of average atomic mass and average atomic number or etc, and this is the isotopes. Then take next one. The next one is isobars. So here iso means same and bars is nothing but differing atomic number but same in atomic mass. So isobars is defined as had two different atoms having same mass number but differing atomic number. Is called what? Isobar. So here no need to mention differing atomic number, because in the beginning only we are saying two different atoms. There is no same atomic number for two different elements. Okay, that is the common thing that we have understand. So two different elements having same mass number, such elements is called what? Isobars. For example, take carbon 6. This is the atomic number 6 and the mass number is 14. There is carbon isotope 14, right? That one. And nitrogen 7 atomic number and the mass number is 14. So this is the best example for isobars. Here observe both having different atomic number but same mass number. Two different elements having what? Same mass number. This is the example for isobars. Then take isotones. Here there is one tones. The beginning one iso, isotopes beginning, then second one is isobars, the third one is isotones. Okay, so isotones is nothing but two different elements having same neutron number. Two different elements having same neutron number. Such elements is called isotones. So now example, take arsenic, As and selenium. For arsenic, the atomic number is 33 and the atomic mass is 77. For selenium, the atomic number is 34 and the mass number is 78. Okay, for these the neutron number is 77 minus 33, that is 44. Okay, that is the neutron number. So you know how to calculate the neutron number when they are given atomic number and atomic mass number. Already I told you the formula is atomic mass. A is equal to sum of protons and neutrons, right? This is the formula. Later we can study the problems. Just I am saying here to understand this neutron number calculation. A is nothing but what? Mass number, that is 77. For what? Arsenic. Okay, that is equal to the mass number. Z is how much? 33. What you want to calculate? Neutron number. So write N. So this can be employed as N is equal to what? 77 minus 33. That is equal to how much again? 44. Right? This is the neutron number. Like that, similarly, calculate for selenium 34 and 38. You get the neutron number is 44 only, because 78 minus 34, how much you get? 44 only, because here increased one number, here also increased by one number. Okay, this is the isotones. Now we are studying demerits of Rutherford nuclear atomic model. Okay. So the next concept is limitations of Rutherford nuclear atomic model. So we already studied nuclear atomic model, this Rutherford nuclear atomic model. Now we are going to study limitations of Rutherford nuclear atomic model. So observe here, what are the limitations? Either we call limitations or failures or demerits. All three are same. Now the first limitation of Rutherford atomic model is, so Rutherford says this is the nucleus. This nucleus containing protons and neutrons. Around that nucleus there is a definite orbitals, right? In these orbitals there is a electrons. ಈ orbitals ಅಲ್ಲಿ electrons ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ. This is the Rutherford atomic model. Now these electrons are, Rutherford says that the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in these definite orbitals. ಈ orbitals ಅಲ್ಲಿ electrons ಅನ್ನೋದು nucleus ಸುತ್ತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Like solar system, it means planets are revolving around the sun. Planets ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೌರವ್ಯೂಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರ planets ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಸುತ್ತ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ರೀತಿ these electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Okay, and according to classical theory, there is a branch that is called classical mechanics. Similarly, like classical theory, according to classical theory, these electrons are revolving around the nucleus in their definite orbit. While revolving, electrons emit energy continuously, so that these electrons loses their energy and the radius of an orbit is decreases. Finally they fall into the nucleus. Okay, therefore if I stay explain the stability of an atom ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಅವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಸುತ್ತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಆದರೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಸುತ್ತ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸುತ್ತಿ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಹೊರಗಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಸುತ್ತ ಈ ಹಾರ್ಬಿಟ್ ನ ಸೈಜ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಇದರ ಸುತ್ತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಫೈನಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಿದ್ದೋಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಆಟಮ್. That is the first thing, means first limitation. Then the second limitation is he doesn't explain the energy of electrons and electronic structure of an atom. Electronic structure of an atom no explain ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, electrons ಅನ್ನ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, and the energy of each orbit also not explained. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ನ ಎನರ್ಜಿನೂ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ನ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟೆಷ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಾನೂ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? Therefore, by these two limitations, Rutherford theory means Rutherford nuclear atomic theory is failed. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? Rutherford atomic theory ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು, ಅದು ಎರಡು ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. This is the limitations of Rutherford atomic model of an atom, that is nucleus atomic model of an atom.